This program contains harsh language and graphic violence. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to episode 4 of the Arcturian Apocalypse.
Hey guys, welcome to AARPG podcast. Nathan's lost his mind, and I'm Sean, introducing this week's adventure of aliens to fucking, or just, whatever we're playing. Tyr's running the game, and I'm just going to let him run with it right now before we just sink ourselves into depravity. Tyr, take it away.
That's further into depravity. Thank you very much.
All right.
Are we going to go with that one?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, there we go. Let's get going. Everybody,
thank you and welcome, listeners.
Chris takes over now.
Like and fucking subscribe, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the world of Alien. Where we last left off, you made your way from the insertion point across to the trading outpost and former colonial marine station towards the Weyland-Yutani / colonial manufacturing rig. When you made it through the first Butte Pass, you were attacked by 4 hostiles and an XT-37 fast attack vehicle. Think a partially armored and heavily armed fast attack dune buggy. Through a very, very good shot by your assault gunner, it was promptly destroyed with 1 shot, and you sent them to a fiery hell. You continued on to find the trading outpost abandoned, the colonial marine station a burning torch, and the entire area flooded with CN-20 nerve gas. As you were about to approach the colonial rig, 2 other XT-37 attack vehicles approached at high speeds from the limb of the Mesa Canyon. And that is where we're going to begin our story this week.
Mac,
Fast mover, 5 o'clock.
let's see a replay of the last few minutes. Let's make them burn. Everybody else stay frosty and get ready. Dobson, get your head down.
Hooah. Damn.
Whilst he punches it, hits something on the ground, bumps the APC up in the air, and jolts everybody into in their seats and in their rigs, thereby waking up your sergeant.
Low clearance.
He hit 2 inches.
Okay.
That's you, Tony.
But enough about the sergeant. Heyo.
Okay, everybody, continue what you're going to do. Get a beat on those targets. Get yourself ready. The sergeant's going to want us up and going. Dobson, how's command doing?
I think that the sergeant is awake.
Is he coherent?
Sergeant Storm, can you hear me?
Yeah. What's our current status?
We are under attack. We were moving to the marine outpost, but it's been destroyed, and we've got 2 hostile ATVs moving in on us.
Get ready. Roll call. How is everybody doing?
I'm fine, Sarge.
Doc, would you like to explain the sergeant's current predicament and where he is and what status he is at before we begin this encounter?
Yeah, so as you're waking up, you're kind of laid down on the bottom of the APC, and you've got like an IV in you, and I'm kind of standing over you. I've got you kind of strapped down so you don't roll out of the bench seat. And so clearly you don't. I don't think you have your armor on or anything.
I was wondering, am I dressed?
No. I think you're just in like your casual uniform, whatever you wear underneath all your gear.
Yeah, we just got you in your basics out of your nakedness.
Clearly, you see the corpsman standing over you, is kind of watching over you.
Okay.
So I can unstrap you. I'll start unstrapping him.
Much like in the thing, if you don't mind. I don't want to spend the rest of my evening tied to this fucking couch.
We are going to begin combat by rolling initiative. Now, they did not get a surprise round on you because your combat officer made a very good roll and detected their transmission as they were incoming. So I'm going to delete their surprise, and we get to roll initiative straight out. I do want to take a second to describe the scene because last week I wasn't very clear about what the colonial rig is. I said it was a large metal structure. I said it was on stilts. It is not on stilts. It is on metal framework arms and legs that stretch out over the canyon. So the rig is basically a giant square going down 6 stories, suspended by 3 metal framework legs. over the canyon. There's various cables and other supporting structures. There appear to be 1 or 2 large conveyor belts that would normally attach to the ground surface near the anchor points, but they are no longer attached to the ground. It looks like they've been swung out over the canyon. So that is what you see from the Colonial Rig Station. It is a very, very large structure. But this is yes.
Sorry. Now, as far as the connections to the ground that is swung out over the canyon, would that be a normal part of the defense, like pulling up your drawbridge or something, or is this something like it's been blown apart and detached because of the structural failure?
It doesn't appear to be damaged.
It does not.
No.
Okay.
Could it be that? Can someone steal it? Like, can you move that thing?
It cannot be moved.
Oh, okay,
but someone has purposely moved the walkways away from.
Yeah,
gotcha.
These are. Sorry about that, Nathan. These are brought in pieces and assembled on planet. Once they are in place, they are done.
So could they pull the walkways away to prevent?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Entry.
Invasion.
Yes. Military as defenses go, that's what they could do. That would also explain the fact that you don't see any external lights except for the ones on the outside. There are minimal lights on the outside, but there are no viewing ports open. There are no other external floods, spots, what have you. The rig, it looks like it is locked up and gone dark.
Oh, so it does look like there could be people. Yeah.
You don't know. There could be people. There could not be people. You're not sure.
Gotcha.
Well, let's just wrap up these people up here to make sure there's no survivors among them that are coming.
Team.
Yes, sir.
And GM. From a
typography.
Yeah, topographical standpoint. Yeah.
Sorry, is there a way to get? I'm seeing different elevations here. Are we at the bottom? Are we in the?
We're at the
kill
middle
pit, or are we? Or do we have the high ground?
You are in the low ground.
Sure.
The high ground here, depicted on the map by the lighter color areas, are buttes. They rise very sharply and steeply up into the air. They are not. It would not be transversable by the APC or even these XT-37s.
And the structure that we're talking about, they're modular legs. Is that what's holding up the main structure?
Yeah, think of like giant metal, almost insect legs that anchor into the stone walls of the canyon.
Okay, and it's giant. Okay.
Yeah, this is massive. This rig is designed to hold upwards of thousands of people during a workday. Maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people, you might estimate. It is a very, very large. It can land if you were to fly your dropship in. It could probably hold at least four dropships just on the top level. So the attack vehicle to your east, we're going to dub that number 1. It goes and you see that much like the last ones, it has a 50mm double-barreled cannon strapped to the top of it, but also inside, and from a very armored and savvy-looking person, a rocket shoots out.
Oh, God.
Who's driving the vehicle?
Tim.
Wasabi?
Oh, yeah, it was Wasabi.
Wasby.
Wasby.
Yeah, but that's what I'm calling.
Wasby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabi.
All right.
Wasabi, well, can I tell them to drive weave in and out of the legs of the rig to give us partial cover?
That's over the gorge. We can't go that way, sir.
Got it.
Okay. So a missile streaks out of the first one, impacts at a glancing blow to your APC. I need somebody to roll armor of your APC. Go ahead and just roll 8d6. Oh, sorry. It's armor piercing, 46.
Ooh. Fuck.
So you rolled a 3, a 3, a 3, and a 1. So no successes.
Yes.
Son of
Yes.
a biscuit eater.
Death.
So this missile explodes. It is not a direct hit on the side of the armor.
We still feel like it's direct.
It does. You does. You take two hull damage
It hurts my
to the
feelings.
APC, but it does not breach and it does not cause a malfunction. Now they're going to open up with the 20mm cannon. I'm sorry, that actually doesn't have a 20mm cannon. I guess it's a 50mm cannon. Yes, a 50mm double cannon.
Oh, that's so touching.
Well, it was a fun game, guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my character's development.
No,
but they missed.
No successes.
They missed. They missed. Holy shit, they missed.
They missed them all.
All right, so that happens, and then the second attack vehicle, we're gonna call it number 2, streaks out with the. It's gonna try with the 50mm. So I need somebody to roll the armor.
How many dice did we get this time?
I'm just gonna say roll. Go ahead and roll the 86.
Ugh.
Wow, no successes.
Again? Really?
So your APC takes 1 more point of hull damage. You are down to 5 as the 50mm slugs rip into the side, and one more missile, Hellcat-like missile, flies out of the.
Shame we can't jam these things.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, all right. So they have that. They're gonna throw those extra successes towards you guys. I'm gonna roll their damage.
Extra successes?
Yeah, they did really well.
Did they?
Oh,
It sounds like.
Well,
It sounds like fake
This
news.
has been loads of fun.
Yeah, I know. Considering our successes last week, I'm like, yeah, okay, this is kind of like.
So their damage dies 1, 5, 5, 3, 1, 5, 2.
Kind of like armor.
The missile strikes, and you can tell it's a pretty solid on strike. The warhead does not detonate.
Oh my god!
Is it stuck in our hull, or does it just fall off?
It's Russian missiles.
I'm asking for a friend.
I'm banging on it with a hammer.
But your APC has survived,
Huzzah!
and it is now your turn in the APC.
Private, go to that warhead with a hammer. Just tap on it.
I'm gonna Bugs Bunny it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to do their movement as well. So they move. Now the movement on the APC. Your speed is 3. Your maneuverability is 1. So that means you can move 3 blocks on this map for this encounter, and you can turn 45 degrees for each maneuverability you have.
I'm just handling armor. Somebody else have them do movement.
Okay. So those guys move a little bit faster than you.
What the hell? He moved diagonally.
They turned in that, so don't worry about it. So, where would you like to move? What would you like to shoot?
Apparently, we have spun out.
My vote would be head straight for one of them.
Yeah, I think this guy over here.
That way, in case if the other guy's shooting and misses, maybe he'll hit his own guy or just try to get us between him and we can't quite put him between him, but we can.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want to head to the western vehicle so I can pin it against that butte wall. That way, it only has the wall and us to maneuver between, so we can restrict its movements and kill it.
Go ahead and move the APC 3 blocks, and you may turn it 45 degrees. Is anyone going to use a weapon?
I would love to use
Yes.
You know, the 20mm Gatling gun,
M&M's, take it out.
which is only forward, basically in the forward cone, forward hemisphere can fire, and the phase plasma pulse turret, and that's a 360. So, are any of the gunners going to roll?
Yeah, we'll roll.
Come on,
Okay.
M&M's.
Sean.
So
go
how many
first,
dice is
Sean.
Start with the 20mm Gatling gun.
Yeah.
So how do I access that?
You roll your range combat skill, and then I'll tell you what the damage is. 1 success, so you get to roll 3 damage dice versus their armor. No successes.
Can I push it?
You certainly can.
I am.
Wait, on a damage dice?
No, you can't.
No, you can't on damage.
Fuck.
You put it on your attack.
All right.
Okay.
What's that?
Right. Next gun.
Lame.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're fucking horrible.
dice and no successes.
Oh my gosh.
Push it,
Yeah.
push it.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Dice and no successes.
Guys,
Ouch.
guys,
Oh my
guys. Okay. Before we do this again, and we don't do this, why don't we make certain that as this is happening, as they're going to before they fire, I can, I'm going to try and assist them so we can help their die roll.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
You can do the same thing. We can assist them and their successes if we do something. Like I would do a comm scan to make certain that the target's pretty much, in their system or whatever, or where this is walking from. I can, basically we can roll assist to try and help them with their rolls. Okay. So it's a learning curve. We bash that one. We'll get them next time. They're going to kill us, but hey,
Look, I mean, this happened in the space of like 2 seconds.
that's still a lot of seconds.
Yeah.
It's like 2 rounds of GURPS.
I go full John Arroquette, and I just point to him. I am stuck in here with you people.
No, we saw how that ended last
We'll
time.
point at the obvious. That is a door, sir.
Well, to be honest, I might head towards the door.
Don't open the door, sir. Don't open the door.
Has anybody let the sergeant out of the restraints?
Yes, I did.
Not
No.
yet.
Okay.
I started.
hell no.
I started.
Don't call him sir.
I started taking him out.
We'll say now that you are now freed from the restraints.
So while this is all going on, am I putting on? There's a set of armor for me to, is there? I might.
There's that. Your combat armor is it's in the vehicle. Yeah, absolutely. You can put it on. That'll take 2 turns.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
But what if we hide a part of it?
So, question: can I assist him with that?
Sure, that'll take 2 turns.
Don't assist.
I can't help with gunning. What am I gonna do? I'm the doc. Cheer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Imagine you guys are in the back of a Volkswagen bus that is traveling at approximately 100 miles an hour
It is not that
over a
big.
bumpy road. And then you're trying to put on a spandex suit in that vehicle. So that is what you two are doing in the back of the APC.
I'm well trained in putting on spandex.
All right,
you
so
have a skill in it?
that is what Doc and the sergeant are doing for the next 2 turns. You guys are allowed to chatter, but no other actions. Anybody else for any other actions during this round?
Are there like portholes to fire out of, or no?
No.
Is this like sealed?
No, remember this area, you had it sealed up because this area is filled with CN20 nerve gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you button the beast up. All right. Then we are going to begin round 2 of the combat.
It was fun playing. Okay.
I know.
Are we ready for our next game?
They can only have so many missiles, right?
Oh yeah.
That is actually true. They managed a success on that roll.
Sacagawea.
From number 1.
I just surrender.
I just give up. That's it. I'm now one of the children. That's all right.
One of you.
Another missile streaks out. I need somebody to roll armor.
How many
Gotta
dice?
do good this time.
4.
Okay.
So how many dice do we have? 4 dice again?
We have 8 dice. And no, 8 dice is our armor rating.
Yes,
roll
but
it
this
if you
is
don't wanna
armor
roll it.
piercing, so it's 4 dice.
So 4 dice.
Sorry, guys.
2, a 4, a 4, and a 5. Nope.
Oh my god.
You take 1 more hull damage.
Ooh.
No, is our hold? I mean, like I said, I don't know if our
We
hold
have no
drops.
hole left. It's Swiss cheese.
That is the hit. The hull is your hit points of the vehicle.
Armor stays the same. Hold just continues to drop until
Right.
we
Yeah. It's not a blade.
soul
It's not a
apart.
blade of armor. So that at least for this encounter, that's the way it's going to be.
Can Wasabi do anything like evasive maneuvers,
Absolutely. You could
serpentine driving?
You could totally ask him to do that.
Okay, well, he said zigzag, but I just assumed he was. Is that what
He
the
is.
sergeant
He is
said?
He is
So
absolutely
it's
doing.
like, do some maneuvers so they hit us less while you close in on the other guy. Because you know what? I'd like to get there. Let's make more points. Let's do better than we did with our piloting.
And he comes. I fly
I
a
wasn't
ship,
talking to you.
not a
The pilot-
goddamn APC. I'll do my best. Go ahead and roll
Leadership? No.
3.
Please don't
You
leave.
can roll 3d6.
For what?
Just to see what it. I just want to see what comes up. This is his for his pilot.
Really? He
A
failed.
4, a 1, and a 1.
Yes.
That's too stressing. That's
His piloting
But wait a
roll
second.
is...
His piloting roll's a 3? It should be
That's-
added, plus it should be his piloting roll His
Plus the
piloting skill
skill.
plus his stat.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
He actually gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
more. 5 more dice.
You trying to
Yeah.
fuck us, aren't you there?
So can I just roll all 8 dice?
No, you can roll 5 more dice because you already failed. You failed too. So go ahead.
Plus,
Okay, guys, more failures for everybody.
Oh my God! 1, 6, a 2, a
yes.
2, a 1, and a 4.
So
Wow.
Yes.
So do ones
Damn.
take away from successes?
No, but they add stress.
Oh, your stress went up. Yeah.
Well, I am shouting at him. And this is the off season, and he is wearing white shoes after Labor Day,
You have
so
to,
yes.
You have to. Jenna, use your calm voice.
I will use my convoy.
I ain't got no calm voice. Maybe
I'm
I'm
not talking to you. You're
You said
pissing me
Jenna.
off.
You said
What's
Jenna.
going on up there?
Yes, mother?
Waspy does his best juking and driving with the APC, but remember, it is kind of a driving brick.
Kind of a driving brick?
Okay, it is a driving brick.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so they got a second attack with
It's
their
the F4 of
cannon.
APCs.
It really is.
You mean the F4 like Phantom, the flying brick?
Yes.
I think the F4 could take more hits.
Oh, it probably could. The advanced technology APC from the fair future, yes, it could. So can I use a Benny to buy off this guy's success?
No, face hugger.
No, you can use one of your you can use one of your bennies for other things. You all have 3.
We do.
Yeah.
Fuck, we have Bennies? I was just kidding.
No,
Yeah, I
because
thought it was a
they're-
savage.
they're-
ri-
I know.
they're-
That was a
Yeah,
savage roll. I was like, when I can cast genre, I want to just, in that case, I want them to make it. No.
You all have 3 story points.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you can
Without
blow,
me,
you
roll
can
that fucking miss.
You can blow. No, you don't get to re-roll. You get to add a success or negate something. But once again, the APC is raked with 50mm shells that seem to glance off. Waspy's quick drive and gets it so they don't impact direct on, and they skitter off the hull. You guys say you don't even have to make an armor roll. So that was from number 1, and now number 2. They are gonna once again open up with their 50mm.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Well, if I've blown the last one up and slagged it.
We were trying to say hello.
Hey, we tried to talk to them.
So Waspy is for a dropship crew chief is actually doing an amazing job with the APC. He's whipping the left, right. He's pulling that yoke up and down. You think that he actually hits a bump on purpose to gain some air? And once again, the 50mm, it can't hold on to you. So that one skitters off. And then another missile comes.
Jeez, another missile.
The
Ouch.
wind port and shoots this in. That tiny, small, triangular windshield. It comes right through there. Awesome.
It hits the sergeant.
Okay.
Just as he's about to get the last bit of armor on.
I need someone to roll me 46.
Do you guys want me to do it again?
No. You've done enough.
I don't know why. That's a stupid thing to say.
All right. So
All
you
right,
rolled a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 5. So no successes.
Malcolm, stop rolling.
Yeah, I'm like,
Jeez.
guys,
God damn, I was about to roll and you just fucking jumped
I
in front of
said,
the train.
do you want me to roll? But
Yeah.
I said
He
I
said-
had it.
he said
You
no.
decided
He said
to be,
no.
Yep, I'm going to be fabulous today. Poof.
Yeah.
Just say no louder.
Oh my gosh.
What's happening is you guys are barreling down on this XT-37, and it is trying desperately to get out of the way. You've got it locked in a sights. The cannon swivels, fires, Waspy misses, and you see from the rear passenger, just a guy come with a shoulder-mounted missile, lights it up, flies, hits the APC with a pretty solid shot. It does 2 more hull damage.
Oh
You
my
only had
gosh.
4, so now you go to the critical table.
That's awesome.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
Ramming speed!
Yeah, no kidding.
critical.
What's really critical?
That's it.
Oh no,
We're
no,
walking.
there's
Now we're
no.
walking.
It's not always hit the gas tank and blow up. Just
It's not always, just mostly. Because that's what's covering the whole bottom side head.
The entire bottom of the APC is a giant.
Besides the one support column in the middle, which is part of the gas tank.
All right.
The cardboard might catch on fire.
So roll the 5. Engine disabled. The engine is disabled and the vehicle can't continue. An aerial vehicle can make a controlled landing using one set of altitude per round. So this Hellcat missile flies in, hits the APC damn near square center low, and you just see the vehicle rocks up. You guys are thrown around. There is an awful grinding sound. So your APC is still functional. It's on emergency power. Everything has gone red. There's smoke in the compartment, but the engine is gone.
Okay.
You might be able to be repaired, but you can't do that on the fly.
Okay.
And it goes over to your turn.
Okay, guys. Those who are not shooting, I need at least 2 of you to be assisting anybody who is. We can go to a maximum of 3 people assisting them. So if we say, I'm going to be assisting Mac on her shooting, I'll be going over the last comm ratings and where they were going as far as their speed and velocity based on what their movements were. That's what I'm giving, so that'll give her a +1. We can each give a +1, but a maximum of +3 was all we can add to their roll.
There you go, Sarge. That's good job.
It was a dodge. It was a dice or 3 plus... No, +1 modification. That's all.
I'll assist Mason. Do you just say you assist, or you have to actually make a skill roll?
No, you don't. See, let's see. To help them, we can just declare right away that we had before the dice roll that, as long as it makes sense as far as the story. So mine is that I'm using it on the actual comm unit location as far as where they were broadcasting from, as far as where their lines, where their vector was, where their distance was. If you, for instance, make it your point to make certain that you clear all the smoke out of the cabin fast, using a purge vent, that's what you're doing to make it easier for them to fire. If the sergeant just happens to do a leadership role or something, I don't know, or talks or brings up his experience on firing your, I don't know. But I mean, that's what I know. I know what 2 of us can do. I don't know what the doc can do.
The doc can go with a little towel and to moisten.
Here's a moist towelette to help you while you fire.
Yeah. I mean, I could just...
With what's going on right now, I'm going to say the 2 you can assist the people you said. Doc is busy helping with Sergeant. That's his declared action.
And Wasabi's just trying to keep the shit from going.
Wasabi's doing his best driving, and right now I will actually roll a body roll for him later, but go ahead and...
All right, so I will assist Mac, and you assist Mason.
Mason.
So each of them should get +1 to their rolls based on the assist rolls.
All right. So, who wants to fire first?
I'll fire
Go for it,
first.
Sean.
So I get
Yeah.
+1 my roll. What does that mean?
You add 1 more die to your roll. So
right.
when you
So
right click,
right-click your skill.
right click on your skill, and it'll say modifier, add a 1.
Well, I already rolled, so I'll just roll
Yes.
1 more die. I'm not going to re-roll.
All
I
right.
screwed up, so.
That's fine. You got 1 success. 7, 8, 9 dice. You roll 1 success. But that's okay. That's all you need. Now the 20 millimeter is damage of 3. Roll 3 dice.
3d6?
3d6. Tell me if you get
Remember,
any successes.
these are armor piercing.
Yes. So you got 2 successes on that. All right.
God damn, finally. All right.
So they get to roll their armor. Okay. So you chew into the side. You actually do some damage on one of them. All right, but not enough to cause a critical. So you did actually damage with the APC number, the XT-37 number 2, the one that's directly in front of the vehicle.
Poop 2.
Jenna.
All right, yes.
Max got 2 successes. All right, great. You may roll 6 damage dice, please.
6 damage dices.
You got 1 success on 6 dice. All right. They get to roll some armor.
Push it.
Do you remember if the plasma turret's armor piercing?
Yes, it is.
I know it pierced the armor last time.
It did. And they got 1 success. So the armor, so you don't hit it with a straight-on shot. It scorches the side of the armor and ricochets off into the canyon.
Oh my gosh.
So the armor on the
6s.
dune buggy. So a guy with a shield stood up and just knocked it out of the way.
It's Captain America.
It's Captain Bioterrorist.
I'm here to fuck you up.
If anybody else has anything else to do talking wise, otherwise we're going to go back to the top of the round.
During vehicle combat, can we do anything else inside? Like, for instance, could I jam the communications or anything like that?
You can, depending on how complex it is, you can certainly try. It might take more than one turn, but tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, what I want to do is basically just scramble there, just basically have just to create a communicom feedback.
Okay. So you can do that next round because you took your action assisting this turn. So next.
Can the CBR guy, can we tell whether, because we've moved away from the outpost, can we tell if there's still a lot of poison outside in case we have to dismount?
And the other question was, their vehicles are also open. Are they obviously wearing rebreathers or
They
anything?
are, yes, and we mentioned that last week. They are wearing gas masks, helmets, and armor. They are not, however, in fully contained. There are bits of exposed skin. You couldn't see that last week because you burnt them to death too quickly.
And what
Shame on us.
And CBN.
Your Seaburn handed out rebreather masks last week.
Yeah, he told us that we wouldn't be a problem as long as we didn't stay there too long and get too far in.
Right.
So they're probably fine unless we hit them with a fragmentation and shatter everything in containment. They're going to be a problem.
And I'm catching up. There's no comms to our support ship?
No, it's landed on the thing where the comm that we had coming down was under you, sir, and unfortunately it was destroyed upon your landing.
Yeah,
you were
landed
our
on
last
it.
hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you literally landed on it. So,
well,
not blaming you.
Not blaming you. We're blaming.
But you're blaming me.
No, we're just blaming your delivery system. It should have had you arrive fresh and ready for combat, not naked, afraid, and broken comm system.
Okay.
Maybe the next model. All right.
Well, I'm going to start us off on the next round.
Nope. Never mind. I was like, I cannot. Would they be interested in switching initiatives with us? I just want to put that out there.
Somebody get on
If we get an extra success on something.
Would you like to just think about this for a while?
Get enough successes on a roll, and you can do that. All right. So their attack vehicle number 1 is going to start again with this Hellcat, like he has been. These guys are not bad either.
No, they're much more proficient.
When
they survived the first round, they're much more proficient.
They got two successes on that. Actually, I might as well make all my damn rolls public now. I was trying to keep it all behind the screen and rolling, but Chris can see them anyway, so might as well. So the firstborn get 2 successes, and they are going to roll the damage on the Hellcat missile.
Sean,
plus an extra because since they got the extra success.
Sean, you I'm not rolling anything.
All right, I will roll.
Wow. Okay, so they got no successes with the Hellcat again.
Well, apparently I rolled well. All right.
Yes, just the threat of you rolling.
These guys hit a gopher that had popped up, and the missiles veered off. I'm actually going to roll to see where that.
Do you know
missile...
how rare Arcturian gophers are?
Well,
you savages.
Anyone who's seen Caddyshack knows how resilient gophers are.
Those are Caddyshack gophers. If they're Arcturian gophers were brought from there. God damn those engineers.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so the missile flies off into the canyon and impacts on the far canyon walls.
So it doesn't
damage.
hit the outpost.
It does not hit the outpost.
Or one of its support beams.
Or one of its support beams. All
or
right.
the other buggy by accident.
No, not that time. If they
they
had a chance if they rolled 1, 2, or 3. But no.
Okay.
All right, so they're gonna fire with the 50 millimeter. No successes on that one. Again, that gopher just threw number 1's turning off, and it just goes wide. So it's gonna come up there behind you, skirting the rim of the canyon. Number 2 is going to try the same thing. It's going to start out, however, with the 50 millimeter. 1 success, and that is damage 5. 6, 6, 6,
Jesus
5,
Christ.
5 on the roll.
Wow. Well, it's nice knowing everybody.
Chris, can you check see if the 50 millimeter is armor piercing?
It is.
50. It is. Okay, so 4 dice.
Oh my god.
4 dice.
Damn it.
4 dice.
Save us, Sean.
You're our only hope.
Oh,
I got 1-6.
one success. So it takes so okay. So
Abandon ship.
the NPC takes
We're about to take a.
so the NPC takes 2 damage. It had 2 hull left. So the hull is now breached, and we get to roll on that magical table.
Now, can we
All right.
use some sort of like bennies at this point to assist our safe departure from our cardboard beast?
On your turn, absolutely. But you're not going to be able to spend a penny for Sean.
But you're not going to get a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'll be dead. So
Guys, there's only a 1 in 6 chance that your fuel tank will explode.
but it makes us essential support column in the APC.
I think the story points are less mechanical and more like, oh, I have this thing that I forgot I had, or
Yeah,
You know
I
what's
haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do story points yet, but I'm not going to let you do it for this.
All these
It was,
munitions.
it was not for the hit. It was just for our survival. But I mean, the APC
Yeah.
is pretty much.
So what do I
it's-
roll? What do I roll?
Well, I got to roll on the vehicle component damage.
Oh, you
Unless you
roll,
want
okay.
to. Do you want to do it? You're more than welcome to.
Sure, D6.
Go ahead and make a yeah.
Oh, no.
Go do that voodoo that you do.
D66, right?
No. Actually, here,
A 1.
yeah.
A
Let me-
1. That's not a gas tank.
Severe
Damn it.
spin.
No. It's
What?
I no. You did a 1. That's actually I don't think that's even as bad. See, I have it set up automatically. I don't know if I can. I have to look it up. Here.
Okay.
There you go. Vehicles in combat. Number 1, driver hits.
We'll take your
The
roll.
driver is hit and suffers damage equal to the damage inflicted on the vehicle.
Oh,
Fucking, I killed him.
You,
Well, how much damage did the vehicle? We haven't rolled for armor, did we?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
You did.
took
Took
Wasp-
one hit.
So the vehicle damage reduced it by 1. So you took 2 damage to the vehicle. So Waspy takes 2 damage.
ow.
Nice.
Let me pop his character open and give him some.
Fatality.
Dobbs, you're on.
So I want to, Nathan, when one of us gets killed, you got to fucking dub in fatality.
You know what? I'm gonna let somebody roll his armor.
Don't make me roll it because my armor rolls suck.
How many? Oh,
Nathan should
sorry.
roll it.
Okay.
Slurp ass.
Waspy has 6
armor.
6 armor.
6 armor.
I think we all have 6 armor.
No successes.
Jeez,
Oh, God.
Louise.
Yeah, that's kind of sucks. Health is equal to strength. Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have tough. Unless you have
he doesn't.
Toughness, yeah.
All right, so he is down to 1 health.
Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
That quick.
All right, well there you go. Hey, it's
Somebody smell chicken?
I'm still working this thing.
this is I mean this isn't a fun happy game where everybody gets a hug at the end. So that was their 50mm cannon. They haven't fired the Hellcat missile yet.
Oh Jesus.
That fire away, baby.
You don't have an armor rating anymore.
Doesn't matter, baby. Fire that beautiful missile.
No successes, and they got a stress.
Nice.
That's because of the broadcast.
They saw that blood come out of the driver's spot. And they're like, oh my God.
All right. So another Hellcat missile fires in. All right, Jenna. I need Jenna and the redhead, the ginger, Halifax, to give me observation rolls.
Okay.
1 success.
Okay. Halifax.
Please tell me the missile hit the other.
1 success.
Okay. You too, because you're looking through your observation equipment and you're looking through the gunner's sights. Or the XT-37 stops. Guy stands up with the missile, beads on, and is about to fire this thing. There's a little wetness running down the thigh, and then one of the other guy next to him throws an arm up and pushes the missile up, and the missile flies out of the way. So stops the missile from shooting down at you, and you can see something going on, and you hear over the comm. Over a loudspeaker. And it's like, you are surrounded, outgunned, and in dire straits. We will accept your surrender. Come out of the vehicle, throw your weapons down, and kneel on the ground, hands above your head.
I fire the plasma cannon at him.
Plasma cannon doesn't work anymore.
You said we have no hull. The
hull is
vehicle's
gone. The vehicle's destroyed. When the hull reaches 0, I believe the vehicle is destroyed.
I don't think that's.
Hey, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yes. Hull, how much damage the vehicle could take before becoming wrecked?
Yeah, what does wrecked mean? Wrecked isn't.
Vehicles don't suffer critical injuries when wrecked. Instead, if they take damage equal to or higher than... Okay, that's how to do component damage. This means it can suffer component damage once without being wrecked, but a second component damage will always wreck a vehicle. Oh, here. When a vehicle suffers damage equal to or in excess of its hull rating, it is wrecked. This means that the vehicle is inoperable. You need to keep going on foot. So yeah, the vehicle is inoperable. Your power systems are out. You have battery lights and nothing much else.
Sergeant, they've asked for our surrender. Should we get our gear, go out and kill them?
So,
yeah.
who's our best gunners on here?
That'd be the M&Ms, Mason and Max here.
The two that have been doing so great.
You have 10 seconds to complete.
I open the door and light him up with my smart gun.
Just wait. I gotta ask a question. I gotta ask a question here. Mac, you hear the sergeant starting to talk. Are you gonna wait for it or not?
Oh no, I'm not waiting for the sergeant.
Okay. Sergeant, you may use your skill. You have a special skill for this.
Special skills.
You can use that special skill now.
It's called special magic.
It is called special magic, if you wish. Otherwise, you can just let her do what she's doing.
You talk about command, right?
Yes. No.
You got command.
No, he doesn't have
else.
to. He has something called pull rank.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You may use.
How do you roll for that? Or is that just a talent? It's just a cantrip.
For you, I will read out.
Cantrip.
I will read out pull rank here in a second. Of course, it's not in the.
Pull rank. You can use your command skill to order another non-officer PC and NPCs around as long as they belong to the same organization as you. To force someone to follow your orders and perform a specific action, roll command against the target's manipulation.
Okay.
If successful, the target must follow your order, even if it means harm or danger to themselves. Your stress level increases by 1 each time you do this.
Okay. So
are we
roll, you can roll. Yes.
I mean, he's an asshat, and we're like the junkyard dog.
No. He is the sergeant in command of the junkyard. So you may roll your command skill.
Yeah, no. I'm good.
No,
okay.
no, this would be awesome. Then Chris will get your stress real high by keeping doing shit like this. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, so no, I'm good. Chris, do your thing.
All right. So okay. All right.
Oh my God. Okay.
So the sergeant starts to give orders. Janet throws the damn thing open and lights up with the smart gun.
We got to do individual initiative now.
We are going to go to initial initiative right after this. All right. Which vehicle were you firing at? Were you firing at number 1, which is to the north, or number 2, which is to the south?
Firing at 1, which is the only one I would have access to from the door. From the door, I took the side door.
Right. Okay. You can fire at number 2 then. That is the damaged one. All right. So you got 2 successes. What are you going to do with your extra success?
More damage.
More damage. Okay. And your smart gun is armor piercing.
It is indeed.
Okay. I have to roll the armor rating of the XT.
What range are they at?
We're going to say they're at medium range.
And the smart gun is long range.
So they rolled a 3 and a 2. So you bite into it and do 2 damage. That vehicle already had 1. So you do component damage.
Yay.
So we get to
Please knock out that stupid rocket.
They only have 1 more shot left, so there's that.
Do you want to roll on the component damage table or should I?
You can go ahead and do it.
Okay. Let's see what happens. The attack rocks the vehicle. The driver must make an immediate piloting roll, not an action. Failure means that the vehicle is wrecked. Okay. Let me get your pilot here.
You know, I saw that.
I know. I'm about to describe it. So this vehicle that had already been damaged is swinging around to catch up with its companions. Mac, kicks open this door. Smart comes down. I mean, just holding it down like it's a death grip. You see the bullets bang, 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 bang off the armor. Tears into the front tire. Blows the tire completely off the vehicle. The vehicle digs into the ground. Flips over. Lands onto the top. Crushing it. That vehicle is wrecked.
Finish him.
Even up the odds, motherfuckers!
The people inside, some are thrown from the vehicle. Some might be trapped inside the vehicle. You're not sure. And now I guess we're going to have to go to
They
a
have
bigger
two
initiative.
divines. They'll be fine.
We're going to go to a different combat
if we had timed
initiative.
that together, Chris, I could have fired an RPG right after you had it.
Well, see, that's where you should be more impulsive.
Well, I couldn't. I wasn't near the door.
We all better get in the door now.
I'm going to ask you guys something now. This is going to evolve into a much bigger combat than I initially planned.
Well, just make the other one blow up because of, then we're fine. You can just, you have the power, Mother. To use a Sean term, you can abort.
Do you guys want to start the combat this week, or do you want to hold off until next week for this one?
Maybe next week.
Okay.
Okay, then let's wait till next week.
Well, let's guys, let's stop. I want to thank everybody for coming this week. I had a lot more fun than I did last week. Now that I figured some shit out, and I can't wait to see what the fuck you all do next week.
We're the Junkyard Dogs. We gotta make some mess.
I can't wait to use my new goo gun.
I just want to thank Tony for his leadership, because the whole time he's been barking orders as a
I do want to
sergeant.
say, like the sergeant and his leadership.
So unlike Gunny Mason, who never spoke to anybage.
I'm glad that you stood up once you were unstrapped from your couch.
Yeah,
and you let the flow go.
You're right.
Once Sarge took charge, suddenly we couldn't hit shit.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Can't wait to pick it up till next week.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
Bye.
You've been listening to the AARPG's actual play story, Aliens Arcturian Apocalypse. Your game mother for this adventure was Tyr. Our unit of colonial marines, the Junkyard, were played by Malcolm as Lance Corporal Maxwell Halifax, the unit's combat technician. Matt as Daryl Doc Dodson, the unit's hospital corpsman. Nathan as Richard Chapowski, the unit's Seaburn defense specialist. Sean as PFC George Mason, the unit's breaching specialist. Chris as PFC Jenna Mac McDaniels, the unit's smart gunner. Kupo as Sergeant Storm, the unit's squad leader. And Tim as Lance Corporal Wasby, the unit's dropship pilot. The Aliens role-playing game is brought to you by freeleague Publishing. Arcturian Apocalypse is one of the mission scenarios included in the Aliens Colonial Marines book. We use the Foundry VTT to play this story. Music and sound effects were licensed from SoundQ, Soundly, Boom Library, and additional audio was created by our very own co-host Nathan. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, follow, subscribe, and leave a review to help us reach more listeners. And remember, you're never too old to roll.
A juicer?
So going through I know it's like a Palladium reference, right? So like going through my dad's stuff, we found this book of erotic massage, and I didn't really know what to expect because it's like an old school one. It's like hand pencil drawing, and I open it up, and like the very first page, it's like someone rubbing someone's neck, like a foot, and like you turn like the next page, it's like 4 fingers deep, right? Almost, right? There's a thumb out, right? It's classy, right? Let's say classy.
It's classy.
But like, they call that the quadruple finger bang.
Well, they had names for all these things.
No,
like
it's not
the
a
guy,
forest.
like the one guy, it was called the juicer, right? And then the other one was called the countdown. But the picture looks like they're getting ready to punch the head of the penis.
So it's a donkey punch.
I know it was the weirdest. Like they all had it was a lot of fun. So that's the
You're
weirdest thing.
thinking of the bottom of the orange juicer. You're taking that and just rubbing it in there. You know the way you described it there.
Yeah, it was a weird. So that there's an odd thing. So that's probably the strangest thing so far.
Don't look at the hard drives. The portable.
Don't look at it.
Oh, someone's gonna have to look at the hard drives. Well, apparently somewhere. So he has like 8,000 suitcases. It's like I swear to God, if I don't, I feel like I must have gypsy blood with as many suitcases that are in that guy's house, right?
When you're gonna open them, you're gonna find out they're not his. He just took them from random people.
Apparently, one of the suitcases has been worn. One of them has his porn stash. So we've all just not. We've worked around.
Dude, it says porn mustache. It's 70s bush porn.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's going to be like vintage porn. So just go ahead and just dive in.
Fistandulous in the
Yeah.
fucking conquering the butthole. You know, it's gonna be
Conquering.
Conquering the butthole.
What the hell are you reading?
I talked to Tino.
I don't even.
The Lamentations of the Butthole. Hey, what is this? Conan? Bonon. So that's So there you go. If I find any more wonderful, they told me I should take the book and share it. So maybe I'll have some pictures.
Show it to
Maybe I'll
Liz.
have some
She'll just
pictures
die
later.
laughing. She'll go, "What is this?"
Is everybody recording?
I guess.
Yes, I've been
Yeah,
recording
yes.
since the juicy cooter.
I started the juicer. Yeah.
There's a link. There's a link in
Juicy
the chat.
Cooters is one of the best fast food chains ever.
You know what? If we ever play Shadowrun or play Runner, I am
Juicy
going to
Cooters.
Juicy Cooters.
One, two, three.
Sir.
I was gonna say that. I stopped. God damn, I should have said it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's get into position, people. Let's stay frosty. We have another one coming down the line. Mac,
So
you got eyes on it?
Let's do the intro.
Yes.
I love your enthusiasm.
I was about to say you went right into it. Fuck
Contact,
that.
fast mover, 5 o'clock.
Firefight now. Get your weapons
She's
out.
going down,
Wrong
motherfuckers.
character.
All right, sorry. Let's go back.